going to be informing you guys about gun control. Well, what are the first thoughts that come to your mind once you hear gun control? Is it how you are for, or is it how you're against it? What do you think about all the shootings that have happened over the years? Well, as I think of it, I think of my own opinion. Gun control is an effort to regulate or to control the amount of guns being sold. I have given this issue an issue. I have given this an issue of gun control some thought for some time now. As you probably know, it's been quite an issue over the years. You hear it in the news. You always hear someone talking about it. It seems to me that while guns are being used to commit mass crimes, we have the lack of attention that we're putting ourselves to gun control, being informed by it. Well, what makes me credible to talk about this topic is that 3 years ago, I lost my cousin because someone shot him, and it was a thing that I don't want anyone else to experience because he was very close to me, and he was someone like a brother, like an older brother I could look up to, and I can't stand the fact that someone else took ended his life. Well, gun control laws are to control the kinds of firearms that an individual can purchase, and that maybe will reduce crime. Well, gun control is to control the kinds of firearms and to also have control of the individual who's purchasing the gun. But some people believe that video games encourage violence, but to adults. But we should focus more on implementing the gun control law. Well, first and foremost, I want to explain the numerous amount people tend to believe this, but in the article that I found, UE 2013, video games does not cause violence. San Francisco Chronological talk about how a study that they did, that it did not encourage in any way violence or to go commit crimes. It doesn't encourage it. They noticed from ever since they did that study, they started making ratings on such as video games and the computer games. And now for M is for mature. Kids under I believe 17 can't go and get video games like Call of Duty. They can't get it without an ID. Alright. As we all know, this has always been a big issue and still is. Well, an article that I found in Periodical P 2010 said failure of gun control shows lack of potential courage from retrieved from HTTP and chronological.org blog. Senate's failure against gun control. Well, this website talked about how they were trying to force the gun control, right? But 60% of the Senates were against this law, and this law basically required them to check background checks, fingerprint them, to make sure that they weren't crazy in a way, that they would go out and do crimes. Well, they believe that in any way wasn't gonna help, but that's not true. It would reduce crimes if we actually pay more attention to gun control, probably reduce the crime rates that are going on right now. And they also believe that it violated one of our amendments. That was the right to bear arms, Well, for example, the Sandy Hook shooting that happened, I believe a year ago now, and how they want to go kill the children, the kid, and I don't know, that really got my attention for me to talk about this topic because, I don't know, in my opinion, I think that going to go kill children is bad, of course it is, and people actually are scared to go out to school, some aren't, because even the children go off with bulletproof backpacks. Like, come on now. But so now we're going to concentrate on what's currently happening in today's society. Many people have heard of bullying for Columbine, which is really bad. Like some kid went to college to go shoot random kids that would bully him. And and I don't find that as an excuse you're being bullied to go kill someone. No, you shouldn't bully and you shouldn't bring it bother anyone. But this could have probably stopped this gun control, and we paid more attention to the TVs that are around us that involve guns. Well, in conclusion, over the years, people have stopped blaming video games and are being more aware of what's around them, such as firearms and well, now that I have informed you guys about gun control, what are some of your thoughts about guns? Do you still think about gun control, or do you still think about guns and how they are being used? Well, I hope that I have informed you more on gun control.